Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second game that I want to show about this build. This time it is going to be a replay of me that I played on ladder. With this replay I want to show you how to deal with Phoenix build, because once I saw the build from Grubby I was wondering with the how sentry heavy and like you get zealot sentries and immortal basically in the early stages, how you would deal with the with Phoenix. Of course with the fast observer you will be able to scout the Phoenix and actually know what's going on. So I will be trying to explain more about this with this game as example. I'm going to times do it for a bit to skip the uninteresting parts. This game was played on EU ladder, mid-master ProToss. So yeah, not super high of a league, but also not extremely low. So you have the normal gateway, scouting around to find proxy pylon. This game I will be looking from my point of view and try to explain my thought process during the game. So I do get my normal gas timings, another pylon, gas is almost done. So very standard so far. Cybernetic score on the way and starting the zealot. Second gas as well. Scouting around with my zealot. And there's the probe. Judging from the timing that the probe scout me, I can already conclude that it's most likely to be cross positions or my opponent scouted very late. So there we have the sentry and the robotics, and as you can see on the production tab, we see the stargate of my opponent. They're pretty much at the same time. My robotics a little bit earlier than his stargate. So do we have the second gateway, another pylon going up, and I will be constructing the nexus very soon. And there's the observer that I'm making. I am sending another probe out to go and scout, just in case. I don't want to have my scouting delayed. It would be quite a big deal actually if my observer would arrive at his base late and I would have to scout close by air first and then go to my opponent's base. So that's a little thing you can do on some maps like Shigur's Plateau, just to make sure. So I'm getting another sentry here, and while my probe is there I might as well just make a proxy pylon. My nexus is about 30% done. Immortals are on the way, getting another zealot. Right now here comes the important part, and you see why it's so important to look at your observer. As you may or may not have seen if you looked at the mini-map, it's really difficult when you have a replay. You don't see quite the swift movement of the eye of what you are seeing, but I actually did see these Phoenix, as you can see with the buttons I was pressing. That's at the point when I saw the Phoenix fly out. So at that point I knew I was dealing with a Phoenix stargate opening. So already I'm starting to warp in some stalkers. I'm not sure if I cancelled an immortal. Anyways, I am stopping immortal production for now, getting a third gateway really fast, scouting my opponent's base. So we see this is gateway 3 gate, robo, and a stargate, and no expansion. So it's pretty much all I need to see for now. There's no fourth gateway yet, so I do have to stick around my opponent's base, which is possible because his robotics is a bit late. So at this point I'm keeping my units in my main mineral line, which is kind of a mistake. I should have split them up a bit more carefully. So I am losing some probes here, and we'll try to do a better job keeping my units split in my mineral lines, because my opponent is still on one base. I do not like to go for blink to deal with the Phoenix because it's just too late to stop the harassment. Phoenix flying in here once again, killing some more workers. So yeah, I'm not doing the best job in the world defending against these Phoenix, but right now as you can see I'm just making stalkers, trying to defend against the Phoenix. And what you should do, what I should have done from the beginning, is just split up your forces. Right now I have 6 stalkers, 3, I should keep 3 in my main, or maybe 4, and then the other 2 with the sentries at my natural, just in the mineral line to defend against his harassment. So that's a little mistake you can already, yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, splitting up my units. So I'm gonna take a look at my opponent's base, see what he's up to. Of course, I did see the robotics of my opponent, so he might expand or attack, and with this fourth gateway we see, we can confirm that he is going for an attack. We do see the observer and an immortal of my opponent. So I know there's going to be some Phoenix 4-gate with immortals. My observer not placed at the best position possible, but I already know what's going on. Some warping that my opponent did with some zealots, but because I split up my units, I'm not taking too much damage from this. And now, excuse me, I want to point out something really important. That's your observer placement. It should be placed more carefully, because right now, if my opponent would walk across the map, come up my ramp, he can just force shoot me out, and then more than half of my units will just get stuck in my main base. So that's something you have to be careful about. You really want to know when your opponent is going to move out. So I am placing my observer a bit more carefully, but the problem is, what I was going to say, the problem is my opponent does have an observer, so I can't keep my observer on his army, of course. But right now we do see the observer making, as you can see at his path, it's going towards my base, and because there's no reason for him to scout my base, because obviously he has the Phoenix already in my base. So I know that this is an attack move command with his army and the observer, and of course, because observer is a flying unit, it takes the shortest path and doesn't really care about terrain. So I know my opponent is on the move, is attacking, so I'm gathering all my forces and preparing for an attack. Right now I'm leaving my main base undefended, because my opponent will most likely try to pick off some units with the Phoenix. If he would go in my main base and spend some lifts on killing some probes, his attack will become a lot less successful, because he will have 10 supply that's basically worthless in the fight. And as you can see, the army supply is quite equal, so he would really want to have that 10 supply be useful in the fight, since he is going for an all-in. So I'm gathering up my forces. Immortal count is the same. I think I'm on 4 gateways. Yeah, I'm on 4 gateways, but I do have some extra chrono boost, because I have 2 Nexi, of course. I'm killing that proxy pylon. Bit of a mistake to keep that alive for a little bit longer. And now I can force field ramp. This is the importance also, I'll pause it here for a little bit. The importance of keeping your sentries alive. Make sure you don't lose them to the Phoenix, else you cannot use your ramp or a choke. Maps like Cloud Kingdom don't have a ramp, they have a choke, but you can still force field it. You can't abuse the choke to defend your natural. So I'm force fielding the ramp and being more defensive, putting my zealots a bit more in the back so they don't get shot at from the units on the low ground. As you can see, very good to force field against zealots. You want to keep your mortals alive, of course, and yeah, that's pretty much how you hold it. Make sure you don't lose your sentries. Match your opponent's production, because I did see the 4 gate, so I got a 4th gateway of my own. There's no reason to stay on 3 gates against 4 gate, and don't be over eager with probing up, with making probes. As you can see, I'm still on 30 probes, which is not a lot. If he knew that, he might have expanded a bit earlier, but I didn't chrono boost out any probes after I saw he was going for an all-in. So don't go too overconfident on the probe production. I even transferred some workers from my gas to the minerals to get some more minerals in. As you can see, my gas is quite high. If I would do a warping of stalkers, it's pretty balanced out, so I don't really need more gas. And yeah, that's it. Match your opponent's if you can go back into the game a little bit, I matched my opponent's immortal count. We were both at 3 at the final engagement, so that's also really important. And we had the same production. So I had the defender's advantage with the ramp. I had my sentries alive, a lot of energy on them. I had more chrono boost to spend on my warp gates, as you can see. And that's pretty much how you hold it. As you can see, I lost quite a bit of workers, actually 7 workers to just 5 Phoenix. So that's something to keep in mind. There's always things to improve on. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to show. start making stalkers as soon as you see the phoenix, and be very defensive, split up your units better than I did, and try to match your opponent's production so he can't outproduce you. As you can see the fight here once again, some force fields unwrapped, trapping some units, backing off my zealots to the back, so a lot of his units are just not shooting, and that's it. Thank you for watching this tutorial. If you like these videos, make sure to subscribe. I will be posting a video every day now, which is either a tutorial or a first-person VOD of me playing on ladder. So if you're interested in that, I recommend subscribing. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Hello everyone, and thank you for watching this guide. If you want more videos, make sure to subscribe. I will be uploading a video every day. This will either be a guide, a video like a first-person VOD with commentary over it, or just anything related to StarCraft, so make sure to subscribe.